I've been basking in it for the last 30 minutes. My God. I feel like a seafront village after the Vikings have left.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, your worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
In keeping with the trusty adage, starve a cold, disgust a fever.
Dad, when are you going to stop blighting the environment with this atrocity? My God, can't you see that it wants to die? Let it go.
What an odd combination of odors. Smells like a fish died and all the other fish sent flowers.
So, yesterday, later in the evening, it came out that the Disney Store had completely removed all Acolyte merchandise. So I went this morning and checked it out. And by God, there is no Acolyte merchandise. How does this happen? We wonder to ourselves. And what does it mean going forward? Well, here's the deal. I'm going to predict the Acolyte gets removed from Disney Plus sooner rather than later. So, if you want to have a drunk party some night, watch a couple of the episodes with your favorite bottle of wine and get ready to giggle snort, okay? Because that is about all it's worth now. A hilarious troll party, okay? And I really think that it's probably going to leave. From what we've been told from Sparrow, that the feeling around Lucasfilm was they wanted off of Disney Plus. They want it as far away from Disney Plus as they can possibly get it. Because it taints everything John and Dave are doing to try to fix what was broken. Okay. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The crybabies on X and other places crying about the disappearance of the Acolyte. Here's no result for the Acolyte Disney Store. They're afraid it's going to be removed from Disney Plus completely. As well it should be. Look, you've got Amanda Stenberg doing racist rap songs about the fans. But she's angry black, she's an angry BIPOC, so she can get away with it. It's her thing. If I did an angry rap about SJWs and her community, I would be called all kinds of names, and I would deserve it, right? But she can do that, and she gets praised. Fuck that shit, okay? So they're worried that the Acolyte's going to be pulled from Disney Plus. And what does it mean going forward if it happens? I would say, with Chris Gore saying Kennedy wants to retire, she'd like a win. She's not going to get a win. She'd like a win, but she wants to retire. Okay, I would say that rumor that he cited is old, okay? Is very old. We've known for quite some time that she wants to go. She knows she's not wanted. I think it was in February, Cameron basically announced, Sparrow told him that Kennedy basically bent the knee to Iger and is doing what he wants her to, which is quietly go away. And I am no longer worried that she won't leave. It's now when. And I think it's going to happen sooner. Now, imagine the backlash from people like the Mary Sue, etc., when Kennedy announces her resignation. Because it's not just the Acolyte that's going to get yeeted into oblivion. The cancellation of the Acolyte The denial of a season 2, removal of the merch, also says the High Republic is probably going to get yeeted. No news about the High Republic, nothing official, but the fact that the Acolyte goes, the High Republic goes. Okay, so that's a big deal for the Kennedy fans, if it goes. What does it say for the sequel trilogy? That's what they're really afraid of, is that they're going to decanonize the sequel trilogy, and they probably already have. And wait till the backlash for that happens. Okay? Wait till that happens. But we have to expect them to freak out. They're unable to change who they are. But what else does it mean? It means that somebody else is in charge of Lucasfilm. The very act of removing the merchandise to the point where you can't find it on the Disney Shop website means that a full cancellation is coming. Not just not getting a season 2, but a full cancellation and removal from Disney Plus. And that means other things will change too. Okay, that's what these people are afraid of.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So, Star Wars Theory, I do love him, but he was telling people today that attacking Amanda Stenberg and Leslie Headland online was a bad thing, and the actors, blah, 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 we should not do that. Well, guess what? If you put out an anti-white racist rap attacking the fans, we have every right to fight back. If you do something like this
is like what we understand to be Star Wars, like the idea that like that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue. And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, the idea that like when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie, that's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth as it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people, and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them.
And you don't expect to get beaten over the head with it by outraged fans and supporters of George Lucas. And it bothers Star Wars theory that they are getting beaten up over it. Hey, she's the one that started it. She's the one that said George is a misogynist. She's the one that completely got the history of making Star Wars and how it was created wrong. All right? She's the misandrist. She's the one that caused the trouble. And had she stayed away or kept her head down and her mouth shut, and she explained the baggage she has, Harvey Weinstein, you know, we would not be so ready to take her to the woodshed over this. Okay, if you're going to throw bombs at George Lucas, be prepared for fans and his supporters to throw nuclear bombs back at you. Okay. And again, it all comes down to Kathleen Kennedy and her allowing this shit to happen. And again, this is the second time in a little over a year that we have seen something with Kennedy's fingerprints all over it get yeeted into the void. And all we need to do is to see it canceled and pulled off at Disney+. All right, the fact it's not getting a second season is enough for me to say this woman is gone. Okay, this woman is gone. They just haven't announced it yet. So, in fact, I'm to the point where I don't even know if it's worth opening up that bottle of champagne. Maybe get a smaller one and have a small celebration and save the champagne for election night when Trump wins. All right? That's the only thing I can think of. All right, because this is going to be so anticlimactic when they announce she's gone. And the only reason why they haven't done it is so she can save face. What a bunch of shit. She ought to be dragged through the mud for what she allowed to happen to Lucasfilm. I mean, the reality is the return on investment over the last 2 years for Disney over Lucasfilm has been negative a lot, okay? ROI means everything. This is why The Acolyte gets no season 2. All the merch has gone out the Disney store. It'll probably be yeeted into the void to be snuggle bunnies with Willow, okay? And this isn't just a punishment for Kennedy, which Willow was. This is a punishment for Leslie Headland. And a punishment for all the fans who gave Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni shit. Okay? And who gave the fans who didn't like the sequel trilogy and were pissed off at the woke crap coming out. This is our time to say we were right, you were wrong. And as I told you before, it all came down to money. Return on investment. Disney didn't get anything back for its return. As Caroline Reed posted so succinctly this last spring in Forbes. So, get ready for the anticlimactic exit of Kathleen Kennedy. This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy. Oh, wait. There's Star Wars Celebration stuff at the end of this, but it's back to the newer version because I like it better. I'll see you around.
ngayon.